Today we're gonna play a game called Aska. Aska. It's a Viking game. I know what you're thinking, Drax. A Viking game? Does this game have stamina? I got into the beta of this game recently and played the heck out of it. I don't know if it was just the right time or the right place, but I really enjoy the opening of this game. I think I made it to about the mid part before the demo ended, and it left me wanting more. So the demo's out now, and I thought, finally, I get to share it with you. And so let's jump in and just take a look at the start and the game mechanics, and you can tell me if it's different than Valheim. All right, let's go. Hi, it's Drax. This is the part at the beginning of the video that everyone skips. For those of you that didn't jump forward, enjoy watching and listening. Might you consider supporting me further by visiting my Ko-fi or clicking on the join button on this video? All right, that's it. Back to the video. All right, so single player, new game, session 5. Let's call this Drax demo time. You can create a seed. It's procedurally generated, so we could just say generate. We could just sit here all day generating new seeds. Wouldn't that be fun? No. You can pick a character, Ragnar, Aska, which is the female version, and then we can change the way they look. You can see I've only got one set. We can customize it too. The customization is not huge. You can change the facial features, the hairstyle, the hair color. Pretty straightforward. We can go down to body and put some tattoos on there. I thought I did one, but I guess I didn't. It didn't save the one. Okay, I guess this is me. This is the one I did. So this is the one we're going to use. You can tell the difference because I have shorter black hair. I can dream the impossible dream. All right, so let's say save back. There I am. I took the tattoos off too. I like to, I want to earn my tattoos in battle. All right, let's say start. You're going to see that the graphic style is... I originally played this and thought it wasn't a lot like Valheim, but the more I've watched Valheim and this game, it's very similar. And I'm not the biggest fan of Valheim. I think it's a really good game. I've played it a lot, but I just don't have any desire to return. So I don't even understand myself why I like this game as much as I do. It is different. There are some differences, and maybe they're big enough that that's what the draw is for me. All right, so you start out on a ship, and I got to tell you, turn around when you start and look at this guy. See ya. Don't miss him. I missed him the first time. I was like, what was that noise? I didn't turn around. The second time I turned around and look at the guy. All right, so you got to get these little rocks. And you can see the collection is just E to pick up, and it's just a one-tap E, so you don't have to hold it. We're not gonna go into a lot of the lore here. I just kind of want to show you the game mechanics, and then you can play through on your own play. You've got a map, and you can see that you can see where the shipwreck. That's where we are. This is the water, and it's a big area, and you can run around and find it. I think one of my tips or one of my advice is like, find a little space. Oh, by the way, hold on. It's got flax, so you know I'm in, right? And you hold together. There, we got our first bit of flax. We won the game. Find a bit of space is what I was saying. Find a bit of space and just start building. Because the seasons are real in this game. I'm just going to leave it as that. You can see like the movement's pretty good. You can jump. You can run. We can collect some berries here. And then one of the things I like is there's level progression. So every time you do something, it puts points in, and then you just get better and better and better. I don't know why. That hasn't always been my favorite thing in the world, but as I've gotten older, I think that there's something about that. I mean, there's a reason that's in games. I really enjoy it. I'm like, we're at level 10, right? Like, oh, I just love it. You've got these little wisps. These were new, and you can click on them to view the hint. Press Z to find resources near you, and then you can pin it if you want to. We're going to turn that off. That's great. Thank you. You can also hit R to dismiss it. Bye. So you can hit Z, and Z is like radar. It sort of reminds me of radar in Medieval Dynasty. And if we go here, we can see it's at night. It's really you can really see what's going on. If we do it again, see how this like a little bit discolored? You can see that rock is sort of glowing. You can see those rocks over there. That bush is glowing. And it's kind of showing you where things are. And it's super helpful, especially when it's a little bit darker. When I'm looking for something, I'm just constantly spamming that button. All right, we're looking for a little place to start a settlement. And we're gonna run up here. This is gonna give us some sticks. All right, and what is this? You'll get to see, like, this is what flax looks like. And I can't stress enough how important flax is. And maybe that's why, hey, Gathering 2, maybe that's why I love the game so much, is that flax is a big part of it. All right, I'm looking for another thing too. I'm looking for this. This is a water source, and later we'll be able to put a well on it. So I like to try to find a place that's flat and has one of these nearby so that I can do it. This is not ideal, but for the use of this video, this is where we're gonna start building. So to build, we're gonna hit B. It's gonna bring up this menu, and this is basically what everything runs out of. And you've got base materials, rope, which is made of, you guessed it, flax, stone blades made of stones, and then you can do 5s. And then under here, we can build all of the different tools we're gonna use. And then we've got starter stuff, a water pouch, a simplifier. We need to build a simplifier first. This is the most basic way of keeping warm at night. And there's a progression. You've got to build something to get to the next thing, to unlock the next thing, to unlock the next thing. So that's the research tree is you have to build this, you have to upgrade this to get to that. So the progression is like fairly simple and straightforward. It's not mind-bending. It's about resource collection and then just moving on to the next one. So the first thing we're going to have to build is this. We've got enough sticks. We got enough fibers and we got enough sticks. So we'll say build. And then where you put this and how you put it, it's up to you. I'm going to put it right here, I guess, to start. And then it puts down, this is sort of like Bellwright, right? Where it puts down a little thing and then you got to put the stuff in. And so you can say R to supply. And then we need to build, we need to be able to, we're missing still the fibers we need. So I lied. We can come here and we can probably get some more fibers. And then we can say R again to supply. Oh, we need sticks. We need sticks, Drax. Sticks and sticks. All right, let's go out and grab a couple more here. Sticks are fairly easy to get in the beginning. Gathering at 3 already, huh? Do you feel that dopamine, huh? We need to build a whatchamoosit. We need to get some rocks. We need to build a axe. We need to build an axe so that we can cut down a tree, because we'll get sticks that way much faster. And rocks are the kind of thing, especially in the beginning, if you see them, hey, we just rolled. If we see rocks, there's some garlic, we should pick them up. Don't pass a rock in the beginning. You might think, oh, I'll find plenty of rocks, but they're not and I keep spamming Z on the radar button to see them on the ground. So that's, and you know, I've got some hours in this game, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. In the very beginning when I played, I was literally bumbling through the forest. I'm like, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? The cool thing too is that when I put down the fireplace, it marked where I lived, so you can't get lost. And then if you look at the heads up at the top of the screen, do you see the little icons? That's showing us our way back towards the fire. So very, very nice quality of life. There's a lot of things about this game that are quality of life that just like work. And you know, I'm a big quality of life guy, right? So it just all flows so well. So we're looking for rocks. I don't know if we have enough to build. We need to build this. We need to build a hammer. And then I want to build an axe. And it's saying, I need a stone blade. We need a stone blade. Oh, well, that's easy. We'll go here and we'll build a stone blade and build 2 of them. Learning the ropes. So we're just unlocking things. And we're also on like crafting levels going up as you're crafting more stuff. So we hit stone axe here. And you can see it's putting it in the toolbar down here. And if we bring up tab as our inventory, we can move this stuff around on the toolbar. And then it becomes a numbers game, right? To eat berries, we can just press 2. And then you're going to see some little icons down there. Let me move where it's a little darker. Do you see it right above the toolbar where it's a little guy flexing and he's got water and hunger? If you keep those full, then you get a bonus when you're out in the world. So that's like it's a plus, sort of like Valheim. Like, make sure your stomach's full, make sure you've got enough water. Gathering 4. All right, we should be able to chop down a tree. So you don't have to equip whatever it is. If you get close to the tree and then just press R, and you just hold R, it'll just chop the tree for you. And the collecting, some people have said, is a little bit slow, and I don't agree. I think like this is a resource survival game, so like this is the game, right? If you don't want to collect resources, maybe this isn't the game for you. I find it incredibly rewarding, and I like that you just have to hold the R, so there's not a lot of repetitive hitting. And this goes for when we're getting rocks or anything. You just have to hold whatever it is when you get close, and it'll automatically equip the tool you need and then start working. So then we're going to cut this down a little bit more. And I know you're thinking this is really slow, but think about it. As we progress, as we do this more, our level will go up and we'll be a lot faster at this. Plus we'll get better tools. I'm no longer feeling strong, which just means you need to eat some more. I'm just spamming the 2 button. If we scan the ground here, we can see, oh, okay, we got some bark. All right, and then there's some resin. And this stuff will stay on the ground for a while. It'll disappear, but I mean, like in these early stages, I'm not gonna worry too much about this. I'm gonna take this long stick we're definitely gonna need for later, but we actually need sticks too, so you can actually cut this down even farther and it'll break into a bunch of sticks for you. So like, everything progresses down to the base materials. Another thing I really like. And then we can see there's some more sticks here. And some more bark. And it's trying to make me cut down that tree. All right, so I picked up a big stick. I'm gonna take this with me because we're gonna need it at some point. And I'm just gonna wander back with it. And probably throw it on the ground here close. And I'm just gonna hit E to throw it on the ground. And then we're going to pick this flax, because of course we are. And now we should be able to come here and say, R, done. A warm welcome. Cool. And now we can add fuel. And now we can hold to ignite the fire. And this is also something that you can level up. Fire igniting, right? Ah, fire. Perfect. All right, so if we go back to the build screen, and now you can see it's blinking here to tell us, hey, what do we need to do next? It's saying we need to upgrade. And if we look over here on shelter, if we click there, it's going to say you must build a campfire. And all of these things will tell you to get to this next thing. So if we come down here to the next level, it's going to say, hey, you need to build the Eye of Odin before you can build this. So in terms of like progression on what you need to do, like I think it's very well laid out. All right, so we need to upgrade this. And if we come here and you can see it's blinking on the screen, hit T. So we'll hit T, and then it's going to tell us, hey, to upgrade structures, you need to be in this menu. I'm going to tell it, I don't want to see this again. I know what I'm doing. And then we can say, hey, build. And now we're going to need 6 small stones, and it tells us how many stones we have. We have 0. And it tells us we've got 2 of 4 sticks. We're going to say build, and then we're going to feed those sticks in there. And now we need to go find 6 more stones. Now we could, the smart move here is to build a stone gathering axe, which is probably what we'll do. So let's go find some more stones. There's 1. And I think we already made 1 stone blade. We need 1 more stone blade. So we need one more rock. Hello, hi, small stone, all right. And then we'll say build, we'll come here, we'll say stone blade, say craft. And then we're going to build a stone pickaxe. And we need a stick. That's not surprising. I always break for flax. There's no stopping. You see it, you gather it. Hold on, here's a bush that'll give us 2 sticks. Perfect. Now we can come back in here. And now we can say stone pickaxe, craft. And my recommendation to you is this. Don't just break down one of these big rocks. Find one of these specialty rocks, these ones that are blue and glowing. See these guys right here? Because you need this stuff that's inside. So you'll get these Jotun blood shards, which is how we're going to summon more people to the camp. A little bit of a spoiler there. But it'll also give you small stones and big stones. So this is sort of like a 3-for-1, if you will. It'll give you the bloodstones, which we need more of. It'll give us small stones, which we're always going to need more of. And I think it'll give us a couple of chunks of big stones, which will come in handy when we're building other things. So especially in the beginning, and maybe even throughout, like whenever you need stones, just start knocking these down, because I'm telling you, it will be super helpful later on. And I'm like, I have a rhythm to how I'm doing this. It's saying I need to be hydrated. I have a flask full of water, but if I eat berries, it does both. It hydrates me and fills it up, and you can see that in the bottom left there. Yeah, so we got a splinter, which slows our stuff down, so I've stopped. What I was gonna say is I've got a rhythm to how I'm doing this, right? I've played this enough that like, I know it's a number of hits, and then I need to let off for a minute to regain my stamina. And I think most people who know me and follow the channel will watch this and think, I can't believe Drax enjoys a game with stamina so much, but maybe it's because the stamina is like, it doesn't seem like it just runs out immediately, right? It seems like it gives it a lot. And there might also be some people who are watching going, oh my God, this is taking forever. And it is. There's like a level of progression. We just got stone harvesting 1. And hold on, if we stop right now, we can actually scan it. You can see, oh, there's a bunch of little rocks here that have already fallen off. I'm just gonna go all the way to the end. There's some little ones, a big one, and a couple of blood shards. All right, and now if we scan, we can see there's it put out 2 shards. We're definitely picking up those. And then we're gonna pick up all the little rocks, lots of them, very nice. And now there's 2 big rocks here, which we're pretty close to this. So we're just gonna leave them here, and we're gonna grab those later for sure. I'm gonna drink some more water out of here. All right. Now we just need to come over here and say it needs. You can see there's 2 places to hover. This is sometimes confusing. If we hover on the campfire, we can continue to feed it fuel. And if we hover on like what's being built, that'll tell us like the kind of the glowy area around what it is. That'll tell us, hey, we need to supply it more. It needs another stick, and we have everything. We need more sticks. Big surprise. Let's cut down this tree right here, shall we? Cut down this young fir right next to a fire. I'm sure it won't land on the fire. And you can't get hit by the trees like you can in Valheim. So that's sort of a negative, because I think that's hilarious. It's a medieval dynasty the same way, right? Where you can get hit by the tree. All right, now you can see we've got a couple of sticks here that have fallen off, and they kind of fell far. So this is why, and especially at night, you're seeing like how much the scanning really comes in handy. I mean, you can see everything on the ground. I don't know how you played this game without that scan. And then we'll supply. Yeah, warmest welcome. All right, we did it, and it put the fire out, of course. And now we can upgrade this again to fire cover and a barbecue, which we probably will do. I don't know that we'll do that now. We'll hit B. This is blinking again. And now it's saying, hey, look, you can build a shelter and a ring collector. So we should definitely do that. Let's build a shelter. And then this is all about personal preference, how you lay out, where you want this to go, and how it'll be. I'm not going to worry about this too much, as this is just a demo. Then we're going to need to level the ground. So we need a hoe. So when you come here, I don't know if we have enough. We need, you guessed it, we need 2 stone blades, which I think we can actually do. We can, look at that. All right. And then crafting just got to 2. Craft this. And then just like everything else, we don't need to worry about it. We can just walk up to it and we can hit E to level. And then we'll move E to level. And it just picked up the hoe for us. We didn't have to equip it, which is very nice. All right, and now we've got the glowing thing to tell us what do we need to feed. Well, it needs 2 long sticks. Well, guess what? We've got right here. Got a couple of long sticks. We're gonna throw those in there by R. This is another like little hack too. You can be pretty far away from it and throw it in there. Isn't that fun? And then here we're gonna E. We're gonna to build. Now we're using the hammer I built a little while earlier. And you're like, is it done? No, it's not done. There's more that needs to go in. Now, if we look at the bottom of the screen there, it needs another long stick. It needs 2 pieces of rope and 8 more sticks. And I don't think we have any of that on us. We don't. So let's come here to B and let's see, do we get enough? We can make serious rope. Look at this. Look at this. Always be collecting flax. All right, so now we can come here. Those are in there. We need one more long stick, which is here. Perfect. That's the little helper that you can turn off if you don't want on. Now we need 8 sticks. And I don't know if we can, let's cut down another tree. I think it's just, there's combat and there's a whole bunch going on, but there's something about especially the beginning of the game that's just really rewarding and fun to play and relaxing. It's relaxing for Drax. Wood harvesting 1. Hooray. Oh, thank God. I think we went from hitting it 4 and 5 to 5 through 7 now, right? One more hit, Drax. All right, now if we scan the ground here, we can see sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see about the sticks. We're gonna need this bark too, so I'm gonna pick this up. Our bags are not the biggest in the world, so you gotta kind of be, keeping an eye on that. All right, we'll come here. We'll supply. We're still short 3 sticks. Is anyone surprised? I'm not. Let's cut this down to take the rest of the sticks out of here. All right, now we're ready to go. And these shelters are being built so that we can house some workers. Sleeping for you, you don't need to sleep. You don't ever need to sleep. All right, now we're on to the next stage, which is add bark. We had 8 on us, of course, because I was picking up bark off the ground as we were knocking the trees down. I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming. All right, building level 1. Perfect. All right, accommodations. Look at that. There it is. And then this, you can go ahead and you can actually go to sleep if you want. You can lay down. It's not there's no progression into the next day, but you can rest up if you want to. And you'll slowly regen your health here. You can see it's just barely moving. It's incredibly slow. I don't usually lay down ever. And then we can come in here and this is saying we can assign a villager to this hut. I'm going to tell it not to show me that again. We don't have any villagers to assign, but we're about to. Let's go to B, building. Now you can see this magic is blinking and we can build Eye of Odin. And this is how we're going to summon new workers to the camp. So we'll click on that. We're going to say build. I'm going to put it right here. And then it's the same process. Oh, this tree stump is in the way. Hilarious. We need to come over here and we'll need to level. And then we'll need to supply it. And big surprise, we're out of supplies. Out of supplies. Big surprise, we're out of supplies. This tree's too big to cut down because we need the bigger axe. So let's see if we can find a couple of small ones here. And then that was also calling, I think, for 2 stones, which we already know are on the ground over there. All right. See, I knew it. All right, here's one. I knew we were gonna need them. There's one. Isn't there like another one like right here? Oh ho ho. Hi. Yeah, right here. Sorry. Yep. Good. See. And we'll go in, and then a little bit more building. I'm no longer feeling strong. Building 2. All right, the Eye of Odin is built. Look at it in all of its grandeur. We click into this. You can see we can dismantle it. You can also click this way. And now we can put these Jotun blood things in here. If we put 5 of them in and say activate, it brings up this cool screen. And here we can pick our first villager. We got 2 options. And if we hover here, we can see like what they're good at. And they've got some other things we don't know yet. So springtime, snow strider, bear power, heavy hitter, heavy eater, increased strength, but I tend to eat more than normal. And then snow strider, I move more efficiently in the snow. So I make the most of those effects in spring, renewed energy. I don't know. I like the look of this guy's beard. Let's confirm. And then if we look in the top right now, it's 10 minutes until the first villager comes. And in the meantime, if we go to B, and we've got a bunch of things that are glowing now. We click here, we need to build a rain collector. We've got the first woodcutter's pit, stone cutter's pit, and gatherer's pit. These are pits that we're going to build, and then we're going to assign workers to, and those workers will then go out and do all of the harvesting for us, right? And so instead of us having to toil out there in the forest, which we still will do, they'll do it for us. And then if we click here, we can see building resource markers. This will come in handy when we need to. When we've taken all the resources from one area, it allows us to go to another area and get more. We can build a flimsy torch, and then we can see we've got some combat weapons here. Some clubs, some shields, short bows, what have you. I think while we're waiting, let's build a rain collector. We can't progress without it. And if maybe we'll put it like pretty close there. And then the process is the same. We're gonna come in, we're gonna level, and then we're gonna feed it. And guess what? We need more sticks. We need more sticks. All right, we got one here. Toss that one in there. All right, and then we've got a couple of these guys here. We can get pretty close and toss it. Looks like we need one more big one. And how close can we get? Log tossing? Log tossing with Drax? All right, bunch of sticks. No, don't go to sleep. Oh my god, I do this too often. I don't need to go to sleep. There's no way to get out of that too. Like if you hit E, so I was spamming E to pick up the stuff off the ground, too close to the... I was like, oh Drax, you want to go to sleep? You look kind of tired, my man. You look kind of tired. All right, these are tree stumps. There's bark, which we'll need at some point. How many sticks did we get out of that? Oh, it was enough. Sweet. So the rain collector just slowly collects rain even if it's not raining, and then it's not as good as a well, but it's a great... You have to build this to get to the well, so you have to build it regardless. You can see our water's down. We just need to eat some berries. And if we can drink right out of the little... And then if you need to refill your jug, you can from the rain collector or when you build a well. You can do this. I like to build this somewhere where it's accessible, somewhere where obviously it's pretty good at getting at trees. You can see here we can E to rotate, and you can see the green arrow is showing us where the front is. This is the first building I almost always build. And we'll go here, and then the process is the same. We'll level. I'm going to jump forward to when the villager's here, so he can help us build this number one, and then two, we can just quickly look at assignment of the villager and then how they work. And I think that'll be a good place to stop. So let's jump forward to when the villager arrives. All right, the first man is here. Here he is. Hi, first of many. Hello, hello, hello. There he is. Look at this. All right, and so what's going to happen when you get your first... Every time you get a new villager, they immediately just become a builder. So if there's anything to build, they'll like go and just start working on it, which is totally awesome. You can see here this thing is full now. And so he's like, oh, I can build this. Let me just grab some extra stuff here, and then I'll put it in here. And we can help him. I absolutely love it that the AI on the NPCs is very smart, and they just get going. He'll go out, and wherever he sees that there needs to be resources, he's not gonna cut down trees or whatever, because that's what the tree cutters and the stone collectors are for. But once you get those rolling, right, he'll go to those particular pits and then pick up what he needs to pick up. So, and then he comes with a set of tools, and we can come in here and help him out. Hooray! All right, so now we can see it's done. And if we go here, we can manage the workers. So we can come here, and we can say he's homeless, so we need to deal with that. We can assign him to the pit. So now he'll start collecting wood, and then we can come over here and we can assign him to the shelter as well. Assign. And I know it's dark and it's hard to see what's going on, but... Perfect timing. There's a storm, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark. So the darkness in this game is real. We can't light a campfire because we need a fire cover. And I don't know if we have enough to finish this. We need more sticks. I cut down a bunch of trees when I was waiting. And he should start collecting as well. All right, the storm is still raging, but I think this is the perfect spot to call it. I've got another colonist on the way. We got the fire covered so that it can't go out. Our first villager is sleeping. We've got the first pit built, and so it just ramps up from here. More villagers in the door, more resource collection, and there's fighting. There's fighting. We're not going to fight in this one, but I really hope that you go and take a look at this demo and give it a shot. It's so much fun. I think it's a really well-polished game. The game's called Aska. If you're interested in a Viking builder game, go add it to your Steam wishlist now or try the demo. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.